What's up guys, welcome back to Merida in Mexico. This has been a fairly productive day. I've been preventing some fraud on my debit card and stuff. And I kind of want to direct a video on that today because I feel it's an aspect that didn't happen. And there's a couple of things you have to do to be careful about this. And people don't talk about this when they talk about travel. It's all good, you travel, you see different things, you pay for stuff, but a lot of risk is involved. And I want to share with you today what happened a little bit and how you can make sure that you prevent this from happening, and that even if the worst case would happen, you're still fine. You can still live your life and go about your travel period, whatever. So today I woke up with an email from the bank I'm with in Canada, and they basically said that there was something they want to verify. And I first of all checked the email was like the right email, like not the spam email, because you get a lot of them sometimes. But this was the real one, so I called them. It took some time, and then I got to realize that there was a withdrawal made on my card yesterday in the United States, which of course I wasn't there, so that was not normal. And then the guy was super friendly, telling me that like he would just cancel the card and issue a new one, and basically the bank always pays for these frauds, so you don't have to worry too much. But the thing is that they were really open to send the card to Canada, where the bank is, but outside of that, it's tricky for them. So here's the amazing thing about this story. Just before I left for this trip, in the morning when I was about to leave to the airport, I had this thought that I was forgetting something. I went back in the house, picked my second debit card, which I was told to bring a lot of times, but I never bring with me when I travel. And I just put it in my wallet, went back down and went to the airport. Now this is the first time I carry a second debit card when I travel, and it's gonna prove to be useful this time, and that's pretty amazing. So a lot of people live with only like one debit card, sometimes one credit card or more, but they forget that they might need more than one. And especially when you travel, I think you need to have more than one debit card at least, so that if you lose one or if one is stolen, you can have another one. Or if one is cancelled because of fraud or whatever reason, you have the other one that's ready to use. And that's really important. So this is like really the first time that I bring it with me when I travel. Other times I just had one. And now what I've been screwed, because who knows how long it's going to take for the debit card to arrive here if they're going to send it from Canada, and how do you know you're going to get it? That's always a mess. You're never sure you're going to get to your stuff, especially when you live in an Airbnb or hotel or whatever. Things go back and forth and they can lose stuff or they don't notify you, and that's a mess. So you just want to be careful. You want to be okay with whatever happens, especially if you live in a country where credit cards are not that accepted. Here in Mexico, it's not that bad. But in some countries, you really need to have a lot of cash to pay for almost everything. Hotels, apartments, grocery, food, whatever, restaurant. They don't take credit cards. So you have to be prepared for that. So it turns out it's not a bad thing, and the amount withdrawn on my card wasn't that high either. But still, it's something that's kind of not cool. So yeah, I hope that is clear, hope that makes sense, and that you get some value and a useful tip when you travel next time. Because I cannot stress enough how grateful I am to be able to travel in the world and see different things and places all the time. And I wish you do the same. But you gotta be prepared to avoid these kind of events where you would feel stuck and not knowing what to do. Now, today I wanna do two things that are gonna be pretty cool. First of all, eat some local food. And then I wanna check out a market. There's a couple of markets here in Merida. So I'll try to see one, see what's there. Apparently there's some food, some cool things. So yeah, we'll step out the door and start the travel day. So apparently if you had to ask some local people here in Merida where to go eat, the place I'm going to is a place I would recommend you to go eat to. So we'll try and see if it's good. But it should be good. I think I'm almost there. Just went with 3 tacos the waiter recommended me. They all look super good, so let's dive in. Some of the best tacos I think I ever ate. They were really good, and also that costed 74 pesos. That's really insanely cheap. But it's not a big meal, but it was plenty and really good, so I'm happy now. Next step is now the coffee shop because I have a call to do. Then we'll go explore it more after. Okay, so the weather has gone down quite a bit. Now it's time to head to the market and have a look at what's around there. I just hope at this time, like 4 p.m, it's still going to be open. But that's what we'll see in a couple of minutes. I didn't take exactly the right street, but that allowed me to see a pretty cool church. But now I'm gonna head on the right street. Because if I keep doing this, I think we'll never get there, so... And welcome to the market. This goes a long way. Let's try to walk around a little bit and see what's around here. What a cool place. I mean, I wouldn't spend my life working here, but it's still pretty cool. Still a pretty nice place to buy your fruits, vegetables, and whatever. I like the atmosphere here. Everyone's like lively and stuff. Pretty cool. And there's a lot of fresh stuff around here. And this is also a pretty big market. It's like a big block overall with different buildings, I feel, and you can go everywhere inside, but even outside it's pretty big too. And there's also a couple of stores like this one around, which is making it even bigger. After walking just like 5 minutes, I get to another place with different stalls and people selling things. Beautiful place. It's a kind of a park. It looks beautiful. And on this side here is another market. And on this side is a place for people to walk, which is pretty cool. I'm really impressed. I slowly made my way to the old area of the city where all the tourists are. It's incredible how things are clean over here and very different. And check this out, it's pretty cool. On the left is a church. It looks like something's happening right now. It's pretty beautiful to hear. and on the right is something else, which I have no clue what that is, but it's beautiful anyway, with this nice roof. Alright guys, I'm heading home right now because I have some editing to do this evening. I'll finish it here for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Comment below with your thoughts once again. I'll catch you tomorrow for another video in Merida. Ciao.